back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this makeup look right here, inspired by Jaclyn's brand new tutorial. I'm using her Volume 2 Morphe palette that I'm obsessed with also. Obsessed with her. Whatever, I say it a million times, so if you don't like her, then don't watch this video. But yeah, so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I just primed my face with my Cover FX mattifying primer, and we are first going to get started with the face. I'm just gonna do my usual foundation routine, my usual face products, going similar to what she used, but not necessarily everything that she used because she has more dry skin and my skin is obviously on the more oily side combination, so products that she uses for her face do not work for me. They slide right off and yeah, it's no good. Definitely not good. So I primed my face. I'm going to use my e.l.f. sponge and my YSL All Hours foundation. I am addicted to this stuff. Super expensive, but like I said in my other videos, I bought it for my wedding and I'm very glad that I did. I just love the finish, the coverage. I just don't love the price. Like, if you're gonna spend the money though, I would suggest spending it on your face makeup because I feel like that's most important. If you want anything to look great, you want your skin, your face, your complexion, like that, to me, is number one. Okay, going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, just conceal my under eyes and highlight the face a little bit. I really want to try the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Fat Concealer. People are like raving about it. So that is on my list to try. Shape Tape has been my ride or die for a while now, so I'm definitely scared to try a new concealer, but all of my beauty gurus that I follow on YouTube swear by it, so if they say it's good, then it's gotta be good. And it's also pretty, well, it's not super affordable, it's like 19 bucks, so I would say it's like in the middle. Shape Tape is expensive. It's like $27. But to me, it's worth it. Like I said, certain face products, like, I will spend the money on, but I try to get everything on sale. Like, Ulta's always having sales, Sephora's always having sales, so just keep your eye out for those sales. Obviously, makeup is a priority to me, something that I love, so if it's like clothes or something like that, like, I'll find the best bargain, but when it comes to makeup, like, I'll still find a bargain, but I'm willing to spend a little more money on it. Going to take my Peach Perfect powder. I'm so excited because I was able to order another one on Sephora. It was on sale for $20 too, so if you can, if you want to try it, definitely get it while it's on sale. I don't think it's going to be coming back. Like I've said in my previous videos, I think it is being discontinued, which makes me very sad. This is my favorite face powder. And I wanted to make sure I had enough for my wedding day. So I was like, you know what? This one's still pretty much full, but I am going to buy another one while it's still there. Should have bought two, but money doesn't grow on trees, you know? Alright, so face is set. I'm gonna with a Cheekleaders palette, of course. Going to bronze up the skin with the caramel color. Probably like my favorite part of doing makeup. I probably have said that before, but I love bronzer, contour, blush, just adding color and life back to the face after you cover up all the color that you had. Well, the bad color. Color that you don't want people to see, like redness and discoloration and pimples. Take it down the neck. I am so excited, you guys. I haven't even tried the products that I got in my Jaclyn Hill kit. Well, actually, I tried one highlighter, and it was like super crazy, like beaming. A beaming highlighter, of course, because I wouldn't expect anything else from her. But I'm probably going to film a video of all the products in that after this. It was like a one-time thing. The products aren't coming back, so she says right now, but she is going to be coming out with a lot of products this year, so it's good to test out the quality and see how everything's going to be this way. If you want to buy something, you know, based on the stuff that I got. I can't believe it sold out in 10 minutes. Like, all her crap sells out all the time, everywhere. But like, this was like on a whole nother level. That girl is loaded. Where is my nose contour brush? This is not it. This is it. Going to go in with the Hula shades, contour my nose. And I'm just going to take a brush that doesn't have anything on it and just blend that out a little bit. Okay. And I'm actually going to do some baking today because Jaclyn did in her video and I haven't baked my face in a long time. So in order to bake, you're going to take a lot of your face powder, dip your sponge up in there, and I like to bake my contour and down below it. It just cleans, not only bakes, but like, well, baking is, it's gonna clean it up. And it's going to ensure that your makeup stays in place all day. So if you've messed up at all on your bronzer, this fixes it. It's like an eraser. And the reason I go like that is because I get really bad smile lines. So when I do that, it kind of helps them not show up, but they end up showing up still somehow. Okay. So now that that's done, we can start the eyes. And we're gonna let this bake sit while we do the rest of our makeup. You could let it sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or you could wipe it off right away. It will still help, but the longer you leave it on, I think the better it works. I'm just gonna grab a little chapstick because my lips are looking a little crusty. I always forget to put on chapstick while I'm doing my makeup, and then when it's time to put on my lipstick, I'm like, crap. My lips are extremely dry and covered in foundation, which doesn't help. Okay, so I have all of my brushes piled on top of the eyeshadow palette. This protein shake is amazing. I'm not sponsored. I don't have that many subscribers. I'm not at that level yet, but I'm trying to get fit for my wedding in September, so I'm drinking some protein, and this is the best protein shake I've ever had. So for the eyes today, if you couldn't tell by the title, I'm going to be using Jaclyn Hill's Volume 2 palette. I'm pretty sure it's on sale on Morphe, but if not, the price is great for the amount of shadows that you get. I think it's like $38, I want to say. For how many shadows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 35 shadows, amazing. And these shadows are amazing. So that's that. I'm going to prime my eyes before I start because I have oily eyelids, and if I don't, in the creases of my eyelid, like when you look straight and it creases, my shadows will get all messed up and they get all oily and gross, so this is a necessary step for me. If you don't have that problem, then you can skip this step and just, concealer is a great eyeshadow base if you don't have that problem. Okay, base is down, and I'm just going to set that with, I don't even know what this brush is, but I'm just gonna go in with this first like white shade called Certified and just set the base. If you used concealer, I would just set it with your face powder, which I could have done, but this is fine. Also, I'm going to take a little bit of my face powder because I don't want this to be too super white just yet, but it is what it is. I already did it. Okay, so I'm going to go into her video. Let's see.
It's really not. It is so wearable. It's so easy, and because you're so
she just yaps and yaps away. I'm super excited to do this because, okay, I'm really super excited to do this because she used a lot of colors that I would never normally go into, and obviously I haven't used this palette very much, so I was so excited that she posted that video and I had a new look to try out. So the first shade she goes in with is Perfectionist on just like a blending brush, and she puts it like on the outer crease of her eye. I'm just gonna put that down, move closer so you guys can see. I feel like I can never get like the perfect angle yet. I'm working on it. Bear with me. It's a work in progress. So just blending that on the outer corner and the outer crease, not going all the way in here. And then once most of the product is off of the brush, you can bring it in a little bit. Okay, so that's that. Let me see what she says to do next. Okay, so Next, she takes the shade next to it, Comfort Zone. It's just a little bit of a deeper shade. These shades are so pretty, like pinky, mauve colors, which I never ever use. I just stick to browns and that's it. So I'm just gonna do the same thing with that. Same thing we did with the other shade. Keep it in the outer crease. Blend it out. And then once most of the pigment is off of the brush, bring it into the inner corner. Excuse me. Blend away. That is key. I love her tutorials. If you don't know who she is, she has like almost 6 million subscribers, and she's just like, not only is she a perfectionist, but like the way she chooses her shadows that she uses on her smoky eyes to make it like perfectly blended is insane. Like even like this is like super simple, but she's going to use like 4 shades to get it so that it goes from like light to dark, like perfectly blended out, seamless, like amazing. Just gonna go back in with the fluffy brush and blend it all together. Okay, I'm gonna do my other eye real quick. Okay, so and next we're going to take a thicker pencil brush and go into the same shade, Comfort Zone, and just put that on a lower lash line. I'm gonna bring it down a little more than I usually do because that's what Jaclyn does. And it always looks super pretty. I can't not do this without keeping my mouth open. I really can't. Okay, and then she uses the same brush she used for the top to like bring these 2 shades together, but mine is too fluffy. So I'm just gonna take Comfort Zone on this brush a little bit, and then she like marries the top. Oh my god, my eye's tearing. I can never do this. My lower lash line. She marries the top shadows to the bottom so that when you look here, there's no separation. Just like super smoked out and seamless. Mine's probably gonna look a little patchy because my freaking eye is tearing, but that's life. We can all be perfect like Jaclyn Hill and have eyes that don't tear. Okay, so that's that. Next step. Okay, so I'm going to take a little shorter, more dense, still blending brush and go in with this shade over here called Thick Skin. Another super pretty pink. These shadows are amazing. They're pigmented, they blend easily, great price, you really can't beat it. They also sell Morphe stuff at Ulta, if you didn't know. And we're just gonna take this right here in the outer corner, keeping it lower than the other 2 shades and not going in towards the inner corner anymore. You see, I'm just keeping my motions shorter, but I'm still blending. Okay, and do the other eye. Always stamp the brush when you're going in with like a darker shade to add more definition. Stamp it first, this way it creates less shadow. and you get your product exactly where you want it. And then once you stamp it, start wiggling your brush and blending it where you want it to go. These shades aren't super dark and are super easy to work with, so you don't have to be as careful as you normally would, but it's just a good tip to know when you're working with darker shades. I'm gonna go back in with the other brush that we were using and just make sure everything is blended. Blending is key. But I'm not gonna go down and touch this darker shade just because I don't want to blend it out. I want to keep the pigmentation there. Then the other brush, and just go above that. Your eyeshadow always looks perfect, but it doesn't come easy. Okay, so on a stiff brush, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take a little stiff brush and I'm going to go into the first shade in the palette like I did to begin with, called Certified. And I'm going to take that in the inner corner like she does. The shade is so pigmented and so pretty, like the best white eyeshadow that I've ever used. And you're gonna bring that like halfway to meet the darker shade. I don't know what is wrong with my throat. I feel like I'm gonna cough every 5 seconds. Only when I'm filming a video that will happen. And now I'm pretty sure she brings this shade in and down here, really brightens up the eye. I'm just building it up to make it super bright like she does. And I'm gonna do the other eye very quickly. Okay, so after that is done, as you can see, I just touched up, like blended everything out. She goes in with her original palette with Morphe, which I'm pretty sure is still for sale, which is amazing. Like the color scheme in this is absolutely beautiful. And she just takes this dark brown shade, matte. You could take any dark brown shade that you have on a flat definer brush, and she uses that as an eyeliner. So very quickly off camera, I'm just going to put on lashes and mascara and they'll be done just like. Okay, so and now that that's all done, the next thing she does is she takes like a gel liner. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio Black gel liner. And I'm going to take that on like a small little tiny brush, flat brush. And what she does is she takes a tiny bit of that and rubs it on her upper lash line, which I hate doing because my eyes are gonna tear, but it does make a difference. It makes like your lashes and your fake lashes absolutely seamless. Like it looks so good. I normally just don't take the time to do this, but it really does make a huge difference. I'm gonna take a little bit of this just to cover up the glue up here. Okay, and I'm going to take a white liner and put that on my waterline, which she also does. which really like opens up your eyes and completely changes it, in my opinion. Okay, so that's pretty much it for following like everything she does. I'm going to do a similar blush and a similar lip. I need to wipe off this bake that we have going on here. And being that I'm following a Jaclyn Hill tutorial, I'm going to go in with this Becca palette that she made. And I'm going to take the shade Pamplemousse. I believe that this is a Becca blush, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry if it's not, but I just wanted to go with the theme of the Jaclyn Hill. Like, I'm obsessed with her. She is the reason I started doing what I do and fell in love with makeup watching her videos. She literally made it so easy, and that is my goal for all of you. So just take a pinky blush, whatever you have, pop that on your cheeks. We're going for a very monochromatic moment, which I don't normally do, I would say. I stick to just neutral and that's it. So this is like really fun. And just a little bit on my nose. Love this blush. I like never use it. As you can tell, the highlights are very loved, but also got cracked. This palette's probably like 4 years old. Probably expired, but I don't care. And I'm also going to take Champagne Pop, which Becca still sells, and just give a little highlight. I think she kept this pretty matte, her look, but it's very strange for her. Very unlike her. Oh, she used one of her like glow powders that she came out with. The only one that I have is like a gold shade, so that would not go with this look. Okay, so very light touch of highlight. I'm gonna blend that back out with my blush brush. And I'm going to set my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Now, she does her lips off camera, which means she's coming out with another lipstick. But I'm just gonna go in with, where is it, if I can find it? The last one that I pull out, my Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lip in the shade My Type, because it's a super pretty pink. Okay, so that completes this makeup look. I'm obsessed with how this came out. I'm obsessed with everything she does, so there's no doubt about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Your support means the world to me. If you guys want to see more videos like this, if you want to see like more dramatic eye looks, let me know. I was thinking of doing like a cocktails with Clarissa, because I always make these crazy martinis and my family's like, you need to add that to your videos. So let me know if you're interested in that down in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.